Hello, my name is Shelly and I'm the creator of this channel, Soul Seers Tarot, and today I'm coming on with a very specific message. This message is for those of you who have been feeling the call or are feeling the call to retrace your steps. This has been a topic that Spirit has been really taking me into for the past few weeks, and as of yesterday, I felt this message wanting to come through. So this is a reminder that whenever you're watching this reading, it is right for you. There's a message here. Time and space don't apply to this type of reading. So if you're here, thank you for being here. And a reminder that not everything is going to resonate with you. Some of the stuff I say might not be for you. It might be for someone else. So please take what is meant for you and let the rest go. So I'm just going to take a moment here and allowing myself to step back, allowing Spirit, God, Source, Creator to come through me, and just trusting that this message that comes through will be exactly what is meant to come through. So Spirit, we're going to start right with the tarot, and Spirit knows that I'm going to ask the question about retracing our steps. What is this about? What do you have to say here? We have the Four of Pentacles showing up, okay? So I feel like for many of you, or some of you, I feel like you've been hanging on to safety, or really wanting, desiring safety in your world and in your life. And perhaps this quest for keeping things safe has allowed you to step into some sort of apathy or some sort of restriction on yourself and others. The Four of Pentacles is, okay, I do have certain things, but I'm hanging on to them so tightly that I can't move forward. It's an energy of apathy often, and just knowing that we're holding ourselves back. So the Four of Pentacles is coming up right off the bat here. Spirit, tell me more about this retracing our steps. The Six of Pentacles, our service. So your service has to do with this topic of going backwards and finding the gifts that are on your path, okay? There's something really important here, and I'm going to just keep picking the cards. We have the Nine of Swords, which, look at that card, right? This is a frequency and an energy of not just imprisonment mentally, but even in the physical sense. This is like being bound, being tied. So Spirit is showing this story, and I'm trying to let it all come together here. The Two of Wands, the choice. Okay, I'm going to pick one more card here and put this together for you, okay? It's really, we got the Tower. Oh gosh. Okay, I need one more, Spirit. One more to tie this all together. The Magician. Okay, we got this. So basically, I'm going to read these cards. What's happening here is that wherever the Tower has been in your life, and the Nine of Swords has been in your life, right? And these are examples of when we've been in circumstances such as toxic relationships, work environments that are terrible, family connections that are dysfunctional, right? When we've been in this Nine of Swords energy and we've had these Tower moments come, the Tower moments come and we have to rebuild ourselves. We have to pull ourselves back together. And it's not uncommon for us to create in this Four of Pentacles. This, I want to be safe. I'm going to grasp on to whatever I have because I'm actually really, really scared. I'm really scared of another Tower moment. I'm really scared of going back and living in this Nine of Swords energy, because who wants to do that? Not really anybody. But I feel like what Spirit is drawing our attention here today with the theme of the reading, retracing our steps and finding the gifts, Spirit is saying, okay, this Six of Pentacles, your service and your recognition in your service has a lot to do with where you've come from, with the Tower and that Nine of Swords. Your pain and your suffering, amongst that, there are sacred gems that are waiting for you to find. So this doesn't mean that we need to go back into past horrific events and relive them and go through them again and again. That's not what we're talking about here. It's more about allowing ourselves to travel back to how we felt. Who were we in these times? What were the blessings that saved our lives? What were the traits that we had that kept us connected and kept us knowing that we were valuable and worthy of something completely different, right? Of a new life and a new world. The Two of Wands is here along with the Magician. And these cards are saying that, hey, you have a choice to create with this Wands energy and the Magician, to create something really powerful within the past. And when I say create something really powerful, this doesn't mean that you have to go out and do something massive or big, but this means that whatever you're feeling called to do and whatever you're feeling excited about, wanting to create, wanting to put forward, that you have these energies with you, the Magician and the Two of Wands, to take what was there in the past and alchemize it into your here and now. So some of you, this is going to be literal things that you're able to easily pick up and grasp. For example, yesterday I had a dream, and this is how I knew this was the reading that was going to come out today. I had a dream of when I was in hairdressing school, and this was a really powerful time for me in hairdressing school because I was seen. I was very good at what I did. I was very connected to the community there, the instructors, my peers, and there wasn't a lot of care if I was liked or disliked. For whatever reason, that phase of my life, I wasn't trying to keep everybody happy. There was an openness about me and a willingness to be seen and to shine that Spirit took me back to in dream time. I knew when I woke up from that dream immediately that this was part of the message today, and this is part of what I was guided to share with you whenever you're watching this, right? Is that there's times in our lives that hold keys. And in that experience through dream time, I was able to feel into an essence that is very familiar to me, and it's actually a part of me. And this is the thing. This is why the past matters, because things that we've done or how we've shone brightly to the world and possibly shifted away from that because of life circumstances, those parts of us don't go away. Just like the shadow doesn't go away, the beautiful gifts and essence doesn't go away either. And I feel like Spirit is saying for you, and me sharing this today, right, is to find those places, close your eyes, remember the parts of you, remember times where you felt really connected, really, I say powerful loosely. I don't mean powerful that people did what you wanted or you were, dictating things, but you just felt confident in who you were. And perhaps some of you watching this are like, well, I don't really know what that feels like. I don't really have a reference point. And if that's the case, then what? What, Spirit? What happens if that's the case? The 10 of Swords. It's time to let go and surrender the pain and the story of pain and template of pain and begin new. The 10 of Swords is the ending of something. It's the ending of a lot of hardship. The Swords energy, it's not bad per se, but it's deep and it cuts and it hurts and it's painful. So if you're looking back in your life and you're like, well, I haven't yet felt that confidence or felt whatever she's describing, but I want to, right? I want to. So that's inviting this 10 of Swords energy to come in and say, hey, let's be done this. Let's be done this painful existence, and let's use this Magician energy and create something brand new. Okay? Spirit, tell me more, please. The 5 of Pentacles. It's so interesting because I've been thinking about the 5 of Pentacles a lot lately, and I'll tell you what I have. The 5 of Pentacles and the Devil. Okay? So the 5 of Pentacles is often talking about lack, financial burden, being lonely, being stuck, right? Feeling that we can't move forward. And it also is an energy where we have the opportunity to bring a lot of change into our world and a lot of growth into our world. And like I said, I've been thinking a lot about this 5 of Pentacles card and don't necessarily agree with how it's read and even how I've read it in the past, right? Because what I think the 5 of Pentacles is a call to action, a call to really bring us into the knowledge and awareness that something's got to give, something's got to change. I got to change my perspective. I got to change how I'm looking at this. I'm not actually alone. I'm not actually financially screwed. There's a solution to every single problem. And I believe the 5 of Pentacles is trying to bring, especially in this reading, your attention. Whatever problems you think are not solvable are solvable, and they will work out. There's already a path laid out. It's about you being your best self and not allowing whatever the voices are or the beliefs are to keep you bound in lack and hardship. Now, the Devil card came out with this, and there's so many different ways to read the Devil card, but I feel like in this reading in particular, the Devil card is that part of you, and this can be from external forces, whatever. It doesn't really matter where it's come from, but it's a part of you that keeps yourself bound. I have this, so I'm not calling you out in particular. We all have the Devil energy inside of us. We all do. And it is often a very strong, determined, it is, I'm hearing it is a strong, determined energy and can be very, very destructive if it's combined with the right ingredients, right? So in the case of this 5 of Pentacles, we can either use this Devil energy to go deeper into it, or we can say, hey, I'm quite tired of using my power to take myself deeper into a hole. I'm going to use that energy and use it to propel myself forward and go up the ladder instead of, down. We have the Chariot. We have movement, the Devil and the Chariot. Okay. So I'm kind of reading these as a very similar energy in the sense that there's a lot of momentum available to you right now. There's a lot of power behind how you're creating right now. So you want to be very careful how you're using this power and make sure that you're using it in the way that you truly want to use it, right? Not in the way that you think you have to use it, and not in the way that is super comfortable. The Sun. Yeah. So using this Chariot energy from that sun energy, right? The sun is like the power, the soul, the illumination, the masculine, the doing part, right? Doing those things in your world that move you forward from an illuminated place, right? And even when we pull the devil with this energy, and again, we're not thinking literal devil here, we're just thinking energy. We have the sun, the chariot, and the devil. I'm not so concerned about this devil energy because I think the devil energy with the sun and chariot can really propel you forward in a direction that you want to go in. Okay. So Spirit, tell me about this direction and the gifts that they're picking up along the way and pulling into their reality. Yeah, the Three of Cups. So this message is essentially talking about looking backwards, retracing our steps, finding the gifts, finding the essence of ourselves that exists through time and space, right? That's not gone in the ethers. It's still there somewhere. Finding the gifts and pulling them forward into our reality and creating with them. And what is the outcome of this? We have the Three of Cups, and this is union. This is not just union with friends and family and community, but this is union with spirit, union with yourself, union with the earth, union with everything around you. And this is the thing, when I was talking about that Five of Pentacles energy, we're not stuck in Five of Pentacles. It really is a perception switch. And when we remove the lens that tells us we're stuck, we're not going to get out, this is our reality, I'm so far in debt, I'm so far in these problems, we stay in this whirlwind. Like we're literally swirling around in this whirlwind of chaos. And if we just move it out, right? And we say, like, God, source, creator, spirit, let me see with clear, open eyes the truth of what's happening, right? And the truth of what's happening is this world is set up, and it's set up. I agree. There's a lot of things in this world that are distorted, but there's also pathways out of every situation. Every single situation. And I believe that's the divine. I believe that spirit, God, source, creator has those paths weaved within, and no system, no programming can take away those paths, but they can confuse us. So it's about letting go of the confusion and even anchoring into when I really began to change my life, especially financially. I just sank into this place of there's no problem that can't be solved. I'm going to look for the opportunities. I'm going to look for my options. And I started making phone calls. I started looking at the debt that I had. I started looking at all of this. And within a month, I had a solution to everything. And we can say, oh, well, those solutions are only available here. No, they're not. There's solutions for every problem, for every person, but we have to look for them. And we have to be willing to speak and let out what we're holding in, right? That Five of Pentacles held in and contracted, so nobody knows. We're going to keep secrets. We feel shameful. We're embarrassed, all of these different things. If we have the Five of Pentacles energy and we constrict it, that devil energy is going to, it's going to compress and create pushing inwards and outwards, which is never a good thing. This creates health issues. This creates mental health issues. It creates all sorts of things. But when we're in the Five of Pentacles and we're like, hey, wait a minute, there's an opportunity for change here. There's an opportunity for growth here. But I need to open myself up and allow myself to be seen in this energy so that I can have the conversations that I need to have with the people that know how to find solutions from this. And I need to open it up and clear it out, right? So I feel like Spirit is really trying to tell us that there's not only solutions, but there's people out there that are here to help us and give us answers, and the divine path is there. We have the Knight of Wands. Yeah. Again, what I see this card is, see how he's holding that little fairy pixie little guy or girl or thing? That's what happens when we allow ourselves to be supported and we stop contracting and suppressing all of our pain, all of our shame, all of our guilt, all of our defeat, right? And we start to open up to be like, okay, I need help. I am ready for this. I'm ready to be seen. I'm ready for solutions. Here's something that I feel called to share. The people who are very successful in life, who have businesses, companies, I don't know, let's say, or, run organizations, they have the same problems you have. And people tend to think that that's not true. They tend to think that, oh, I'm at a certain stage and I have these problems. These are limited to me. It's not true. People at the top are overextended often, and at the end of the day, knowing that, they're broke, essentially. They have this life, but they can't do anything other than pay for the material things in their world. So they can understand your problems. And that's where I think a lot of us get really stuck, is we tend to think that our problems are limited to us and aren't problems that other people could relate to. That's not true. I've been mentoring women for a very long time, and they have the same problems that women who seem or might think they're at the bottom have. It's just on a different scale, and they're usually more willing to ask for help and to share what their problem is. So remember that, your problems are not just local to you, they're universal. We have generally a lot of the same issues, whether we're here or here or here in the ladder of success. And when I say success, for me, what success means is ease in my life. Ease. So it's not about having a lot of money. It's not about any of that. It's about the level of ease that somebody has in their world to create and to serve and to be in their own essence, right? When we don't have that freedom to be who we really are, to do the work that we really want, to live in the way that we desire, right? We're somewhat stuck. And for me, success isn't a numbers thing, it's an energy thing and a frequency thing. Okay, I'm going to get ready to close this reading. So I'm going to ask for one more card. We have the Fool. So we're going to leave with this Fool energy. Basically, what I get from this is you are at a point in your life right now that you can take whatever gifts are on your path that you have, whatever skills, whatever desires you have, and you can create. You can create new. The question is, do you have the courage to be the Fool? Do you have the courage to let your beliefs from yesterday go and step into this new thing, right? This new way. It is that easy, and people will often say it's not that easy, but it is that easy if you're invested and you can get behind it. And if you can go through life and move through life with the external circumstances coming at you, because they're still going to come at you, without determining that those events mean you belong in a certain place, and you just hold this 0 point energy and you move, you can change your life that easily. So that is my message today. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, Comment, let me know what was most useful in this reading. Whenever you comment on a video, it really helps the channel grow. We're a brand new channel, depending on when you're watching this, but in the time of recording this, we are a brand new channel and we have expectations to grow exponentially over the coming years. So thank you so much for being here, and until next time, bye-bye.